Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different. It's not your usual technical one. It's not going to be a bike review. This one's about making your bike look a little bit, well, look better. So the good thing about the 500 is that there are aftermarket plastics coming out the wazoo. Heaps of different brands, Racetech, Service, loads of them, Polaris or something. There's lots of different brands. They're all pretty cheap, and it turns your scratched up looking bike into something far more, far better, fairly quickly and fairly cheaply. But what I've found is that you lose all your factory decals and stickers. Go from your nice factory ones, colours, to something that looks like that. Plain Jane, boring. Now, yes, it's nice and shiny, but it looks pretty dull. And on the, that's the 2017 bike. On the 2019 bike, you go from these nice colours, the orange colours, into just plain black. Now, black on a black tank is going to look pretty dull. Now, you can buy stickers and decal kits. They're, I don't know, like hundreds of dollars just for the stickers. You end up with all sorts of sponsors' logos. All seems a bit ridiculous to me. So my solution is to create my own. Now you can see up here, I've changed these side panels, changed the OEM ones, taken those off and stuck on these aftermarket ones, but I've created my own little stickers in the vein of the standard ones. So if you look on the other side, what I've done is created these ones. So it just looks a bit better than plain black, in my opinion. Yeah, the orange is not quite the same, but it's not too bad. So today all I want to go through is how I went about that. So the cheap solution to all of this is to get some of this stuff. It's just a sheet of contact basically, but it's this carbon fibre look sticker. I'll chuck a few links on about where I found it on eBay, but there's tons of it. It comes in sheets of about 30 centimeters by, I don't know, a meter or something. So I've got some black, and for this project I've got some orange. So the tools that I use is a cutting knife, just like a craft knife, a steel ruler, and a pencil, and a cutting mat. And then it's really just about fairly roughly tracing out the shape of the bits that you want onto here and then cutting them out. So just as an example, this piece here, we get a piece of the decal sheet, and I'm not going to spend too much time lining this up or anything, or tracing it or anything. Basically I'm going to put a mark there where that point is. The next one's about there, this end's about there, and there'll be a bottom one which is about there. So now I've got the 4 points. I get my trusty scalpel craft knife, and this is why you need a metal one, because if I found if you use a plastic ruler, the blade just digs into the plastic and ends up cutting the ruler. And then from that point to that point, and from that point to that point. and that's one piece. And if we drag this bit back in here, you'll see that that piece there matches almost exactly with that one. Pretty much exactly. So then you simply repeat that for all the other pieces, cut them all out to size, and then you get your black plastic one and stick it on, and I'll show you that. Okay, now I've just swapped size, and I've cut another one out because I only had one of these ones left. Anyway, I've changed it and whatever. So it's just a matter of lining up roughly where the other one is. It's not terribly important to get it exact. Peel the back off. Now you can use a hairdryer or a heat gun just to soften this up a bit, or whatever if you want. I sometimes use just a hairdryer, and then it's just a matter of putting this on roughly in the same spot. And that looks pretty good to me, and as you can see, that's it there. And then you can use a hairdryer and just make that nice and warm, makes it stick better, particularly in the cold temperature like here in Melbourne at the moment. It's freezing. And that's it, and then you finish the rest off and you end up with, here's one I prepared earlier. There's the two. I'll just spin it around there. There's the two. So it's not too bad. It's not exact, but hey, it's better than black, and I like it. So there you go. So that's today's little crafty activity. Hope you enjoy it. Give you something to do in the shed when it's cold and wet and horrible, and you don't want to go out in the cold and wet and horrible rain and ride. Yeah, a bit of bling time on the bike. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. So why did I do it? I want to put the original plastics away, and when you go to sell it, you've got a nice new looking bike. I've even done a carbon fibre KTM logo